thank you for your time. And let's begin maybe with a short summary of the origins of Lettertec, way back in 1983. You tell me a little bit about Lettertec and how it all began for you.
Well, Yvonne, I was working with Xerox Corporation at the time in the sales function, and I just left and I set up my own business, which revolved around graphic arts and design, and I just grew it to a certain level, and then I just built it up from there. Got into niche markets, and now we concentrate on our tagline is experts in book production. So we do everything that's books, and we do everything that's books and that's bespoke. So outside of the self-published business and the independent publishing business, which you're well aware, we would do customized bespoke logbooks for pharmaceutical companies, for medical device companies. These companies require bespoke short-run books for compliance, traceability, and they would be totally customized inside and even outside. They have gold foil or silver foil titling on them, hard covers. We're very big in the education end of the business. We do student journals, we do teachers' handbooks and roll books. We do school yearbooks. We've got a dedicated website which is a PHP website for creating your own school yearbook. And those can be soft covers or hard covers. So all our books obviously can be paperbacks or hardbacks. So everything we do corporate diaries, customized diaries. It's a growing business for us, and we're launching a new product called Ways Goose, which is a personalized notebook for well-being to use.
Yeah, but you have a love of books yourself, Frank, do you?
Yes, I do, I suppose. It's an area that we have grown into, but rather than being big publishers and producing 5,000 of anything, and we're well capable of doing that, the market, that's not where the market is. For us, the market is in the short run business, and coming back to the independent or self-publishing side of things, the market is for anything from 100 books up to 500 or 1,000 books, and then with reprints coming in as well, and they can go across all aspects of fiction, poetry.
That's really your niche there as well, isn't it? You know, you don't have to.
Well, that's
yes,
sorry. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. It's our niche, and we do everything ourselves in-house, so we don't outsource anything to anybody. So it's as I say, in the building trade, it's one contract to work with. We take total responsibility for everything from.
And it's a real Lettertec stamp on the product, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, because people come to you, and anybody can print a book. I mean, any printer in the country can print a book, but like to get it to be printed, first of all, to have it edited, copy-proof, suggestions made to it, formatted, maybe an ebook is required. Okay, and now we're going to print it. But anybody can print pages, but it's actually making the book, and a lot of printers might send it out then to a finishing house to have it bound. We do everything in-house, and we can do. We're very flexible. We can say 50 hardbacks and 300 paperbacks, so it's nice to have a hardback at your
You've
book
got so many different branches on it, haven't you? Like you've got the Lettertec bookstore, you've got school year books, you've got Lettertec diaries, log books, self-published books. I mean, God, that's amazing. You've such a variety of branches to Lettertec. How do you think that evolved over the years since it began in 1983? Did you see that there was all these kind of grey areas in your industry?
No, the business changed quite a bit, actually. As I said, I was involved in graphic arts at the time, actually just before the Apple Mac. The Macintosh was and people were still typesetting and stuff like that before that was invented. And I just moved up through that, working in various aspects of the business. And then we finally, probably around in the early mid-90s, I'd say, we really started to get involved in books, and then that has just grown exponentially. Because if you're offering a full service package, let's say, to an independent author, they also need to be able to sell the book. So therefore, Lettertec bookstore goes up there. So we built blogs around the website. We put up a bookstore where they can sell the book, and we will do all the logistics and fulfillment for them, and so on. So just one thing borrows another, and if you're in the business and you're going to do something properly, you need to be able to offer all of the services
in one spot. Because I
found
that
exactly,
instead of going looking at all different things, I like everything to be in the one spot for me as a writer. And I suppose that's part of the longevity that, you know, of Lettertec as well. I mean, it's a long time in the industry, in the business.
Yeah.
And it's still
Yeah,
growing and growing and growing as well.
I'm getting older, all right.
Not at
Yvonne,
all.
yeah, but it is growing, and other opportunities keep presenting themselves, and we're constantly working on it. We've got a lot of ideas coming forward now, where we hope to launch a bookstore, which will be similar to the one we do at the moment, but we will actually just sell the books. We will just sell the books on behalf of the author and not take any commission at all on it, and just
Wow, that's
offer that
brilliant. Yeah,
as a complete service. And yeah, so there's a lot going on
there's a
because
lot
we engage
coming.
with the
That's
authors.
brilliant.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll
and we
talk
get a
about
lot of
that
word
later
of
on,
mouth.
maybe as well
Yeah,
down the
sure.
line when that's ready. And how did you find business during the pandemic?
During the pandemic, well, things were very, very difficult. Fortunately, the factory, you can't work from home if you're printing and binding books.
Yeah,
Now, what we did was we sent out our designers and we sent out our tech people, and that was fine. And then the core manufacturing side of the business remained here. In terms of how the business was, well, all our pharmaceutical business and our education business stood up. Our independent publishing business was very good as well. It worked very well. A lot of people took the time out to write books and to engage with us, really. And
yeah,
while they mightn't have got ahead in 2019 or 2020, we see it coming through in 2021 and 2022. The idea was germinated, and they came to us and started engaging with us, because when you start the process, Yvonne, as you know, you don't just write and produce a book in a week or a month or even 3 months.
taking me nearly a year now at this stage.
Yeah,
Get it
it
right.
takes it well to get it right. It
Yeah,
takes time, and to get it. So yeah, so that's it. There's a long
yeah.
lead-in pipeline into getting the book finally in your hand. But it's great when it happens. And,
When you see the product in the end. And like, I
yes,
suppose you've just answered it there. Why do you think print books still dominate the reading space in 2022? Everyone had that time during the pandemic to sit down and you know, anyone that wants to write a book started to write a book. I mean, I'd say the self-publishing statistics went through the roof during the pandemic because there was a lot of self-published books around that time, wasn't there?
yes, there were, and it was an opportunity as well. If you weren't, a thriller writer or a fiction writer, to actually do family histories,
Yeah,
or to take a look back at your family or whatever. So we do a lot of family histories, and a lot of histories of local areas. I mean, there's a local committee almost in every parish in Ireland
yeah,
that's looking back over the history of their particular parish, and that's another area. Then you get kind of clubs like GA clubs or whatever. So, and they want a really, really high-end product, and they want a quality product, but they don't want a lot of it.
yeah.
They just want a limited run, and that's our speciality, really.
Yeah, I
So
suppose
the
that's
quality is
answered
good.
kind of what the next, like what makes Lettertec stand out. You kind of answered it there, but I think as well it's the quality of your books, Frank, because I remember when I met you at a design workshop, you gave us these lovely,
Oh yeah, the flexi
they're
covers, yeah,
they're really
yeah,
bespoke, but I want to
yeah,
show people it's the branding and all on it. You know, you think of everything, and I love the quality is just beautiful. It's really soft. You've got the serrated edges on these that you can tear easy. And I think you have this special thing that makes the book when you open it flat. So it's much easier to read, isn't it? Isn't this one of
yes,
your really
yes,
distinct qualities? Yeah.
yes, that's right. So that was just
And
a
a lot of books don't
promotional
have that.
notebook. No, no. Well, we'd be the only ones in Ireland who would have what's called Otterbind. Otter was a Norwegian gentleman who actually, that's his name, OTA, but he patented the method of lay flat, and lay flat comes standard on all our books. Sometimes you have to pay a bit extra for it with other companies, but as I say, nobody in Ireland, to my knowledge, and I'm pretty knowledgeable about it,
Yeah.
offers auto binding. And I mean the island of Ireland, because I get requests from big printers in the north of Ireland, up in Belfast, to produce auto binding for them. So the book opens completely flat, and you don't
Yeah.
get what I refer to as the rat trap effect, where it closes back when you're trying to read a book.
It's a
And
lovely
that
little
works with
extra
both hardback
quality.
and
Yeah.
softback. Yeah,
And I
it
know
works
this
with
is another
paperback
one I have. I want to show people because this
Oh
is
yeah,
another one that you printed.
yeah, Eileen's, Eileen's
So
book,
this
yeah.
was Eileen's. I met Eileen. She's only down the road. But this is your hardback. I mean, I know this is a specialty
Mm,
of yours as well, the hardback, isn't it?
mm. Yes, it is. Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
amazing. The pictures,
yeah,
the quality in this is amazing. I'll put up these
yeah.
links. That's a really special book, isn't it? That's
Yes,
gorgeous.
well, that's a lovely book because it's first of all, Eileen put a huge amount of work into it, and it tells the story of the bathing in Dunleary going back over the years. But it's a landscape book as well. It's a landscape size, so it's a coffee table book, and we can do very large books, of course, as well, which are coffee table books. So I refer to those as coffee table books, Yvonne. So that book is a landscape book, and it opens up beautifully, and it opens up completely.
Oh, the pictures are
See
beautiful.
all the photographs and everything, so on. So that's a very popular, and a square book also, Yvonne, is a very popular product. A square book is a popular product as well. It looks well. It's kind of 200 by 210, and it's a very, very nice product, as opposed to your standard A4 or A5 or something like that.
But see, even these ones are a great idea for businesses looking for even something for their employees for Christmas, or, you know, a really bespoke journal, like, and your well-being journal you were mentioned earlier on. Something like this, a great Christmas present. We won't be long talking about Christmas soon. I think these are lovely.
I know.
So if businesses are looking for something different for their employees, I mean, this could be definitely something to target as well.
Well, this is, I don't know if you can see it in the camera there.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Product, Waysgoose, okay?
Yeah.
So we have a website called waysgoose.ie.
Right.
And we're using very, very high-end materials, all recyclable, from FSC forests, of course.
Yeah.
And this product, if I can just maybe run through it a little bit here.
Sure.
So this is set up with meetings. It's got planners, it's got bullet journals in it, and it's also got quotations that I like. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's lovely. And that's on waysgoose.ie, is it, Frank?
Waysgoose.ie, yeah. You've got your expenses, all of that sort of stuff, quotes I like.
But isn't that lovely for a business present then for the staff as well, wouldn't it? For certain organizations.
Yeah, absolutely. You can have your quarterly planner for business.
Very good.
You can also have your personal stuff in there, your packing list, your places to travel.
Yeah.
So this is a completely customized journal, and it is personalized. So the plan is that it will have the Waysgoose branding, okay, and it will have your name on it as well. And you know, they come with French flaps here.
They're gorgeous.
So you can slip something inside it, and a French flap is also handy because you can use it as a bookmark. Just turn it inside the page that you're.
I don't know many times I've used my lovely bookmarks, but it's great having that on the cover.
So you have it on the cover, So it's very high end, and it's all sustainable, and so
there's a big sustainability at the moment everywhere, so that's fantastic.
No, that's hugely sustainable, and for corporates, for every 100 journals that they buy from us for their employees, we will plant 10 trees, and we will provide a certificate to that effect.
That's fantastic.
So it's all recycling and all working with the environment.
I'll pop that link in as well when we post the video. But Frank, you know, that's brilliant. And that tells a lot of people about what you do and your business, because it's very bespoke. So thank you for chatting today about your business, Frank. And I think anyone can find, you're on all the social media platforms, aren't you? Across Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
LinkedIn,
LinkedIn. Yeah. And then also Lettertec, www.lettertec.com as well is where you'll find all of what we've spoke about today. So thank you very much for all that today, Frank. And I'll chat to you again soon. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Yvonne.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.